Hisuian Lilligant Raid. Hisuian Lilligant Raid. Hisuian Lilligant Raid Day is taking place this weekend in Pokemon Go. We're gonna cover all the details. We even have a few shiny boosts to talk about. But right at the end, we believe that we've picked up 1 or 2 hidden tips that no one's even talking about in relation to this event. This is Hisuian Lilligant Raid Day with Go With Us. Let's get dates out of the way. Hisuian Lilligant Raid Day is going to be taking place this Saturday, the 12th, from 2 to 5 p.m. local time, so a 3-hour time frame, which means it's time to focus on our new Pokemon Go debut, Hisuian Lilligant. Hisuian Lilligant is actually an evolved form of Petalil, but Petalil can also evolve into Lilligant using 50 candies as well as a Sunstone. I believe the same method will apply to get Hisuian Lilligant. We just touched on this, but Unovan Lilligant is actually a pure grass type, and Hisuian Lilligant is actually a fighting and grass type. But how good is Hisuian Lilligant in the game? Well, let's look at its base stats. It has a max CP of 2840, an attack value of 208, which is solid, a defense of 159, and a stamina of 172. So a very, very glassy Pokemon, but maybe that attack value could help us somewhere. The fast attacks that it has access to is going to be Bullet Seed and Magical Leaf, and the charge moves that it has access to is going to be Petal Blizzard, Close Combat, Upper Hand, and it looks like it may get access to Solar Beam as well. Because of Hisuian Lilligant's grass and fighting typing, it is double weak to flying, which really helps us with our counter guide. The best Mega Pokemon you could definitely use is going to be Mega Rayquaza with that Air Slash and Dragon Ascent combination. Mega Pidgeot is also another option with Gust and Brave Bird. The best Shadows you could use is actually going to be Shadow Star Raptor. Nice to see that in the mix again with Gust and Fly. Shadow Moltres is in there as well with Wing Attack and Sky Attack. Shadow Salamence is in there as well with Fire Fang and Fly. Some budget counters you could use is going to be Star Raptor with that Gust and Fly again. You could use Salamence on its own with Fire Fang and Fly. Braviary is in there with Air Slash and Fly. And if you do want to throw a legendary in there, Yveltal with Gust and Oblivion Wing. When you defeat Hisuian Lilligant, you're going to get an encounter with it. The 100% IV coming from raids is actually going to be 1435. But the weather boost at 100% IV is going to be 1794, and that's going to be in sunny and cloudy weather again because of that grass and fighting typing. Now that we have the counter guide out of the way, let's look at the bonuses to see how we can really maximize. Well guys, like it is on every raid day, the remote raid pass limit is going to be increased to 20 from Friday the 11th at 5 o'clock all the way until Saturday the 12th at 8 p.m. PDT time. Trainers can receive up to 5 additional free raid passes, but if you didn't do a raid before on the Friday, that pass will carry over, so you're actually going to be able to do 6. And like it is on every raid day, Hisuian Lilligant is going to have a 1 in 10 chance shiny boost, which is an incredible opportunity to maybe get a Shundo if you're very, very lucky. I have to say this shiny is absolutely gorgeous as well. If trainers want to upgrade their raid day experience, you can purchase the raid day ticket for a total cost of $5, which is effectively going to get you an additional 8 free raid passes for a total of 14 or 15 if you didn't do a raid the day before. There's also an increased chance to get rare XL candy from raids for trainers level 31 and up. It's going to be 50% more XP from raid battles and 2 times the Stardust from these raid battles. You can purchase the Hisuian Lilligant Raid Day Ultra Ticket Box for a total cost of $5, and it's going to get you every bonus that we just listed, including 1 additional premium battle pass at no additional cost. The big question remains though, how good is Hisuian Lilligant even in Pokemon Go? Well guys, I have to say, in the raid attacking category, not good at all. If we look in the grass type category right now, it's ranked 98th, which is not good at all with a Magical Leaf and Petal Blizzard combination. To be honest, this Pokemon really needed Leaf Blade to have any sort of chance of ranking a little bit higher. And even in the fighting type category, it's ranked even worse with Magical Leaf and Upper Hand. Upper Hand is a slightly better combination, but in the fighting type category, it just doesn't rank well at all. And even in PvP, so there's something interesting that's going to happen here. Of course, we can get the best IV combinations because the base floor coming from raids is going to be 10-10-10. One strategy I could maybe think of is that because it has access to close combat, you could maybe charge up 2 close combats, throw them quickly, and swap out. That is probably going to be your best bet because in some metas, fighting type damage can be very valuable. So from our point of view, very much a dex entry for Hisuian Lilligant. How do I maximize this event with the bonuses with everything going on? Well guys, please do not forget, we're going to be right in the middle of the Ultra Unlock Hisui Celebration event, which means it's going to be 4 times catch XP as well as 4 times catch Stardust. The first thing I'd recommend is that if you guys do have an auto catcher, I would really recommend on this day to have that auto catcher running the whole time, maybe even with the star piece as well, because every single time you're doing these raids, all the Pokemon around the raids, you're going to be able to be sweeping those up, getting the 4x catch Stardust as well. But every single time you catch a Hisuian Lilligant, which for a first stage evolution, which Hisuian Lilligant is, it's going to be 300 Stardust per catch. But on this day, in the Ultra Unlock event, you're going to get 1200 Stardust per catch. But with a star piece running, you're going to get 1800 Stardust per catch, as well as every other Pokemon you catch. So really try and have that auto catcher running and have that star piece running to get Stardust gains. The other thing we would definitely look at is XP gains. Guys, remember, you're going to get 10,000 XP per raid. And if you do buy the ticket, you're going to get 15,000 XP per raid, but that's not including the excellent throw. If you land the excellent throw on Hisuian Lilligant, you're going to get up to 9,400 XP per catch on Hisuian Lilligant, as well as every other Pokemon you have on this day. So maybe try and play this day in a concentrated hour or 2 hours where you can throw on maybe 4 lucky eggs and try and bang as many of the excellent throws as possible, because the XP gains during this event are absolutely broken. Please do not sleep on this. This is an incredible opportunity to get both XP and Stardust in this game. Is there something that we're missing though? I believe that there is. During the weekends of July, Shadow Registeel is going to be in 5-star Shadow raids all the way through the month, which means that we could use our raid passes on Shadow Registeel to get 5 or 6 free raids as opposed to paying for it. So what I would recommend is go after the Hisuian Lilligant if you really want the shiny. But if you're looking for a really good Shadow Registeel, now is the optimal opportunity to do that, because you could get 6 free raids, and if you buy the ticket, you could get even more. There was a time where Shadow Registeel was literally in the top 5, maybe for both leagues. And the best part about this is that, remember, when you complete a 5-star Shadow raid boss and you get the encounter, the base floor is going to be 666. But if we look in Shadow Registeel's case, in the Great League, for example, the best IV set, the rank 1, is going to be a 6, 11, 13. Hopefully you can see where I'm going with this. With the Ultra League, it's the same thing. If we look in the Ultra League, the best IV stat there at level 47 is going to be a 6, 11, 15, which means that you could get a perfect opportunity to get the rank 1 in both leagues, because the base floor is 666. Because these are Shadow raids, you're going to need purified gems. In order to get 1 purified gem, you're going to need 4 different Shadow shards, which you can get from Rocket Grunts. Just to go through the hundo stats there for Registeel, and non-weather boosted weather, it's going to be 1398, and in weather boosted weather, which is going to be in snowy weather, it's going to be 1748 CP. So that is going to be our hidden tip for the weekend. Guys, enjoy Hisuian Lilligant Raid Day. Remember, we've just done a full breakdown of the Ultra Unlock event. Please check it out. We'll leave it at the end screen right now. You guys are really loving that. That event is, you should be playing it almost every single day, because it's, in terms of bonuses, you're not going to get anything better probably for the next year. Guys, go with us, smash that like and subscribe button. Appreciate you all being here, and we'll catch you in the next one. Shh.